Hey, greetings and salutations. Thanks for joining us here on Rise, the Resurrection Show. I am Reggie Smith. Hey, we came up with the idea for this show in order to openly deal with many of the situations people living with immunodeficiencies are dealing with, or at least should be. Recently, while at a men's retreat, one of my friends shared with me about his struggle to quit smoking cigarettes. Nicotine addiction was the most pernicious habit I have ever had to overcome, bar none. I mean, drugs, alcohol, sex included. I shared with him that after many tries, my AA sponsor suggested that I just pick a date and stick to it, and then practice the 12-step program on that addiction too. Well, that was 20 years ago. So I suggested that being that the retreat is an annual event, he should stop maybe here while we were at the retreat. That way he would always remember the date. Well, after much hesitation and some skepticism, I understand, he decided to give it a try. And I was impressed with his courage. And I realized that it was going to be a hard thing for him to do because he was going to be losing a good friend, even if the friend was trying to kill him. I also realized that he was far from alone in his desire to quit smoking cigarettes. There were many of our friends who were living with HIV who are still smoking cigarettes despite knowing that their immune system would be much better off if they just didn't smoke. We even have a friend who's not HIV positive with an oxygen tank for breathing, and he was chain smoking. Unbelievable. I decided it would be a good idea if we had a funeral and a burial for our dearly departed friend, Smokey Newport. Here on Rise, we always want to present healing solutions. Now, 12-step programs can help to give you the tools needed to abstain from active addictions one day at a time. If you've identified a habit like smoking that you're trying to quit or you're ready to quit, it's really important to have that psychic change that comes with the decision, the real decision to quit. The first thing you may want to do is pray to your God to remove the obsession and the compulsion to smoke. Personally, I use the Serenity Prayer a whole lot when I was trying to quit. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Also, smoking is an oral fixation, so I found something else to put in my mouth between my fingers. For me, it was a chew stick. And you can get those at the health food store pretty much anywhere now. And I also had to find something to do with the time that I had been spending with my friend Smokey. He was just, every time I did something, I smoked a cigarette, whether it was go to the bathroom, you had sex, you ate, you smoked 2 cigarettes after that one, right? Many of us have been freed from the active addiction of nicotine, and you can be free too. Harriet Tubman said that she freed hundreds of slaves, but she could have freed thousands more had they only known that they were slaves. Don't be a slave to nicotine. Stop committing suicide. Your immune system will benefit greatly from quitting. And we want you to participate in your own survival or be complicit in your own demise. Listen, like I always like to say, God loves you, and so do I. Until the next time, peace and blessings. I'm Reggie Smith.